After news broke of Hamas's invasion of Israel, many of us rushed to social media. But the 24/7 pace of Twitter, TikTok, and Meta is both a blessing and a curse. And in the rush to be the first responder, give a take, so many accounts end up spreading misinformation. So how can we keep ourselves updated and informed without going completely insane? We've put together 9 do's and don'ts for using social media during times of crisis. Let's start with the do's. Number 1, follow reputable accounts.
Say, I've got a hot story here.
Reputable journalists verify and fact-check information before they post it. They don't sacrifice accuracy for speed. They don't embellish for the sake of posting the hottest take. And they don't use the facts to score political points.
Read all about it.
Where possible, follow reputable mainstream outlets and journalists who have a documented track record of good reporting and who cite their sources and evidence. Number 2, verify your facts. Before you post, ask yourself, has this been confirmed by reputable sources? And also, how long ago did this happen? Yes, we all want the latest breaking news. Some of us like to be the first one out of the gates. But slow down. A lot of this breaking news is later revealed to be inaccurate. Be wary of reposting claims made during or in the immediate aftermath of a crisis. It's okay to take a beat, to wait for verification before posting. Number 3, clean your feed. At the time of this recording, we're in the middle of a war that could drag for months. Take care of yourself. You don't need to expose yourself to the trolls, the bots, the anti-Semites, the neo-Nazis that come to poison the internet. Use the block button liberally. You don't gain anything by exposing yourself to a constant stream of hatred. The same is true for accounts posting gruesome clips and images. You do not have to watch these. You do not have to share them. It doesn't help anyone if you're terrorized and traumatized yourself. There's a clear difference between accounts that share verified information for the purpose of educating others and accounts that act as Hamas mouthpieces and amplify their brutal propaganda. Number 4, educate others. So you have a social media following and you want to help. Amazing! This is an opportunity to use your platform for good, no matter how big or small that platform is. If you manage to change even one mind, you're doing holy work. Now is the time to amplify reputable voices. Now is the time to share educational resources from organizations you trust. We've included a list of those in the description. Now is the time to give the world the real picture of what's going on in Israel. Don't forget to share the good news too, the stories of unity and love.
We need to show the world they're not breaking us down. They're not breaking us in any way.
Counter the false narrative that Israelis are terrified and broken always. It's simply untrue. Some are the time, of course. But Israelis are also so joyful and have such an amazing sense of humor. The world needs to know that despite the trauma, the Jewish people are stronger and more united than ever. Number 5, know when to take the conversation offline. This is a tough one, but very few minds and hearts have been won in the comment sections. If you're educating someone respectfully and in good faith, it's okay to take the conversation offline. Changing minds is hard and it's personal and it takes a lot of persuasion. And here's the crazy thing. Facts often don't change people's minds. People often don't make decisions simply guided by rational thoughts.
You don't say.
We make decisions very often and form opinions very often based on emotions, based on intuition. So while it's incredibly important to be well educated and have all the facts, simply posting a list of facts probably isn't enough. Changing someone's mind is easier to do when we're not hiding behind screens. If at all possible, ask to talk to your friends face to face and also be willing to hear them out. Changing our minds is hard work. It requires bravery and honesty and a willingness to look inside. And it requires both sides to truly hear each other. Number 6, take a break. The human brain wasn't meant to take in this much information at once. Many of us are overwhelmed and tired and sick. It's okay to take a break.
We need a vacation.
Doom scrolling doesn't help anyone. Make a point of taking a walk, of spending time with loved ones, and in the words of the internet, touching grass. The news will still be there when you come back. And now, the don'ts of social media. Number 1, don't feed the trolls. Unfortunately, there will always be trolls and bots who show up to incite, to anger, to hurt, to argue. They could probably use hobbies. I recommend knitting. Anyway, chances are you will not convince a bad faith actor that we're wrong. Block them and move on. You have much more important ways to spend your time. Number 2.
And now, folks, it's time for Who Do You Trust?
Don't listen to people who lack moral clarity. In recent days, we've seen some news outlets refuse to call Hamas what it is. It's a terrorist organization.
We're less than 5 kilometres from the Gaza border. Hamas militants came right through here.
Terrorism is a loaded word which people use about an outfit they disapprove of morally. It's simply not the BBC's job to tell people who to support and who to condemn.
Though to be fair, at this point, most are being honest in their language.
Hamas, an Islamist terrorist group, fired more than 2,000 rockets at Israel on October 7th alone.
They are not militants. They are not freedom fighters. They are terrorists.
We'll see how that changes. But I want to be so clear. In the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, this is one of the rare instances in which the narrative is actually not complicated. The history of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, yes, it's super complicated. Beware of anyone who says it's not. But the situation where Hamas came in to terrorize infants, the elderly, women, children, partygoers, and targeted them, well, beware of people who try to make this complicated. Here's what I mean. We've seen people offer justification for the massacres that occurred in the south of Israel, citing decolonization as a valid reason to murder people in the most grotesque medieval ways.
The context is not just occupation. The context is settler colonialism and apartheid.
And when we finally have the will to fight back those who have been colonizing us for so long, we're called terrorists.
We've seen some news outlets place the word massacre in quotes like this. We've even seen people casting doubt on confirmed, verified, eyewitness reports of atrocities, dismissing them as Israeli propaganda.
We didn't kill any civilian.
Lies and Israeli propaganda.
Even in the face of clear, verified, and unspeakable pictures and videos. As much as I wish the events of October 7th didn't happen, they absolutely did. Anyone who doubts or justifies them has lost any semblance of credibility. Report, block, and move on. Number 3, don't watch or share graphic clips and pictures that hurt you. This is the hardest one for me to talk about because it's just so grotesque. But unfortunately, it needs to be said. Over the past week, we've been bombarded with horrific, heart-wrenching images. It's tempting to share these images and clips. It's human nature to want the world to bear witness to the atrocities that we've suffered, especially in the face of so much doubt. And for the people who make global decisions, they should see them. But be very careful about what clips you watch and share, even if you have the best of intentions. Please remember, no one demands photographic evidence of atrocities in good faith. Don't share gruesome clips just to pacify a mob that calls accounts of atrocities propaganda. They don't want to see the truth. Respect the people who lost their lives. Respect their families. It's very likely that Hamas released these clips initially specifically to lower Israeli and Jewish morale. Their aim was to wear the Jewish people and the West down. Do not give them the satisfaction. And do not let them terrorize you. Social media can be a useful tool, but it can also be a weapon. In the wrong hands, we've seen it used to glorify atrocities, to recruit for terrorist causes, and to spread misinformation. In the right hands, we've seen it connect, inform, and uplift communities around the world. Use it wisely, use it well. And remember that there is a whole world beyond the screen. Don't forget to spend some time in it too.